Pope Francis has died. That's come from the Vatican. We just have that breaking news. Pope Francis has died.
In his final hours, Pope Francis left behind more than just a legacy. He left words that touched the hearts of those closest to him. What were his last words, and what happened in his final moments? As the 266th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, Pope Francis inspired millions with his message of compassion and humility. His passing on Monday has left the world mourning, yet his final words offer a poignant glimpse into the gratitude and selflessness that defined his life. According to Vatican News, Pope Francis spent his final hours staying true to his mission of connecting with the faithful. His day began with a Mass, followed by a ride around St. Peter's Square in the iconic Pope-mobile. Tens of thousands gathered in the square, many unaware it would be their last chance to see the Pope. The ride symbolized his commitment to the people. Even as his health declined, he made an effort to engage with the crowd. Witnesses described him waving warmly, his presence offering a sense of unity and comfort to those in attendance. After the ride, the Pope returned to a quieter pace, resting and having a simple dinner, according to those present. Despite his visible fatigue, this final act of greeting the faithful reflected Pope Francis's enduring dedication to his spiritual role and the people he served. This connection, even in his last hours, defined his papacy and left a lasting impression on all who were there that day. In his final conscious moments, Pope Francis spoke words that reflected his deep appreciation for both the people around him and the spiritual significance of his surroundings. According to Vatican News, his personal nurse, Massimiliano Strappetti, revealed that the Pope's last spoken words to her were, "Thank you for bringing me back to the square." This statement, though simple, carries profound meaning. St. Peter's Square, often regarded as the symbolic heart of the Catholic Church, was a central space of connection for the Pope, a place where he could directly engage with those he served. His gratitude directed towards Strappetti emphasizes not only his humility, but also his determination to remain close to the faithful, even in his final hours. The words underscore a lifelong desire to be present with others, to serve, and to show gratitude, even as his health rapidly deteriorated. For Pope Francis, the square wasn't just a physical location. It symbolized unity, faith, and the essence of his mission as a spiritual leader. These last words leave a legacy of humility and commitment to his core values, even in his dying moments. Following his final moments of connection with those around him, Pope Francis's health began to decline rapidly. According to Vatican News, at approximately 5:30 p.m., the first signs of his worsening condition were noted. Despite this, he remained calm and composed. An hour later, in what would be his final conscious gesture, it is reported that he raised his hand in a farewell motion toward his nurse, Massimiliano Strappetti, before slipping into a coma. The end came swiftly after that. Vatican News reported that his death occurred almost suddenly, with those present confirming there was no prolonged suffering or visible distress. His passing was peaceful, offering a poignant contrast to the immense weight of grief felt by millions worldwide. These final moments, marked by quiet dignity and absence of panic, reflected a serene, almost symbolic closure to a life dedicated to faith and service. His departure, though sudden, has allowed those close to him and the faithful globally to remember him as he was, steadfast in his purpose until the very end. The passing of Pope Francis has prompted a wave of mourning across the globe, particularly among the Catholic faithful. Preparations are now underway to honor his life and legacy. According to reports, the Pope's body will be transported to St. Peter's Basilica, where it will lie in state, allowing mourners to come and pay their final respects. Thousands are expected to gather to say goodbye to the man who served as the 266th leader of the Roman Catholic Church. His funeral is scheduled to take place on Saturday, beginning with a solemn Mass at 10 a.m. in St. Peter's Square, a location he notably cherished and where he shared many significant moments with the public. The square, which just days prior hosted him for one final ride among the faithful, will now transform into a space of remembrance and prayer as the Catholic community comes together to bid him farewell. These moments of tribute not only reflect the respect and admiration held for Pope Francis, but also serve as a reminder of the profound and lasting impact of his leadership. For many, gathering in this historic location is as much about saying goodbye as it is about honoring the values and faith he represented throughout his life. Pope Francis's final words, simple yet deeply heartfelt, offer a greater understanding of the values that defined his life and leadership. His expression of gratitude. "Thank you for bringing me back to the square," reflects not only his humility, but his unwavering dedication to being present with the people, even in the face of his own mortality. These words resonate far beyond that single moment, serving as a reminder of the core principles that guided his papacy: service, compassion, and connection to the faithful. St. Peter's Square, so central to his ministry, became both the physical and symbolic space where his mission found its strongest expression, a mission that valued humility and unity above all else. As millions around the world mourn his passing, they are also left with an opportunity to reflect on his message. Pope Francis's legacy challenges people of all backgrounds to embrace humility, prioritize meaningful connections, and live a life of purpose. In his own way, his final moments remind us that leadership is ultimately about serving others, a message that will continue to inspire generations to come. Pope Francis has left the world, but his impact continues to resonate. His final words, spoken with both humility and gratitude, serve as a lasting symbol of his papacy's core values: service, connection, and faith. These values, expressed not just in his leadership but in his final moments, remind us of the profound influence one life can have on millions. As the world bids farewell to the 266th Pope, we are left with a message that transcends borders and beliefs, a call for unity, compassion, and a life lived with purpose. Though he is gone, his legacy will remain, urging humanity to reflect on its shared responsibility to love and serve one another.